Joe Jerome, I'm in the house in your mouth. Joe Jerome's in the house in your mouth like ooh, ooh.
Peace, family. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the guys. Peace to the earth. Peace and love to everybody out there. Back at it with another court eviction video. These are starting to get real popular with my peoples, my followers, my subscribers. So I'm going to keep banging them out to you, bringing them out to you. This video is Landlord Stunned as Judge Cuts Rent by $3,300. Oh, so it sounds like reverse. Like the landlord is actually going to be the one that get in trouble and the tenant might get some leeway. Maybe that's what the title sounds like, so we'll see. But before we get to the video, remember, call a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, call a friend, let them know that Roma's in the house, in your mouth. Jojo Roma, I'm in the house and I'm in your mouth like ooh, ooh. Am I loud enough? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Am I loud enough? Gotta make sure I'm loud enough for y'all. I don't want nobody saying it because everybody keeps saying, man, you loud and you cut out, you loud. So remember, drop in the comments, let me know if I'm still having technical issues. I can't tell on my end sometimes. To myself, I sound good. With these headphones on, I sound really loud. So we'll see. Without further delay, I'm just going to press play. Watch this video.
I do want to first acknowledge that this was, I believe, a matter where there was a default because you failed a timely, Ms. Sloan was alleged to fail a timely answer. However, she had put in a notice to court requesting a hearing, indicating that she didn't get notice. But I want to talk about that. But before I do that, I just want to understand the basics of the case here. So, Ms. Goodrich, tell me, is there a written or an oral lease between Oracle Atlanta and Ms. Llewellyn?
Written.
Okay. And when is this lease set to expire, or has it expired?
Today.
It expires today. Okay, the last one. And how much is monthly rent?
$14.50.
All right. And is there a late fee?
$100.
All right. And last time the tenant paid any rent?
It was December the 1st.
So you're saying she owes for January, February, and then essentially 3 months, 7 days?
Correct.
Okay. All right. I do not see anything else on the, hold on. All right, I see your utilities and everything on there. Have you since supplied the court with any of the any documentation or proof of those damages?
Yes.
Well, I'm talking about Ms. Goodrich. Did you guys supply the utilities allegations?
Did she provide me with what? I'm sorry.
Did you submit any evidence like proof of the bills or anything for the utilities?
No.
Okay. All right, well then, Ms. Llewellyn, I just want to address quickly here. Initially, you indicated that you didn't get notice of the hearing. How did you find out about this court case?
Because I went in the office and spoke with her. She told me she didn't know the date to call you all, or that you all will mail a date out to me, or go call the courthouse and see if I had a date. So I never did receive a date, so I ended up calling down there. And they told me it was filed all the way back in February, I think.
Yeah,
and that I had missed it.
Okay. Yeah, it says you were served on the 3rd of February. However, you didn't get any, you just didn't have any knowledge until, didn't file this notice until March. Okay.
Right. And so as soon as I found out, I came the next day to the courthouse.
Okay. All right. And I do, like I said, it was tacked mail. Not sure. Is there anyone else that lives at the property with you?
Yeah, I have 2 daughters and a son.
And are they minors?
17, 18.
Okay.
And 3, yes, a 3-year-old.
All right. So I want to confirm you have a written lease with Oracle Atlanta?
I'm sorry?
You have a written lease with Oracle Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay. And
I don't know about Oracle Atlanta. I just know Swift Creek and Amberlin.
Okay, Swift Creek. I understand. I understand. And how much?
I know y'all women caught that. You see that little laugh and smirk, and then the lady up top was like, like, all right, keep playing with me on this camera. See if I don't reach through there and snatch that leather wig and suede sideburns off your side of your face. You can tell that was that little women rivalry things they just had. Like, the women do the little laugh. That's funny. I caught it. So I know y'all had to catch it.
Which is that monthly rent?
$14.50.
Is there a late fee that you're aware of?
I'm sure it's a late fee, but I didn't know the amount, so I guess the $100 that she just said.
Okay. All right. And last time you paid rent?
December.
Okay. All right. I did see here that you also submitted some evidence to the court regarding some issues with the property. Tell me about that.
So I moved in this property. It was not ready for moving. Me and my kids have been going through a lot. I lost 3 months worth of food when I first moved in. A couple of months after I moved in, my car was hit outside by another tenant. I want to say a month after that, my car was stolen right in front of my door.
I ain't going through it.
I don't know. I just been going through a lot in this unit. Like, it wasn't inhabitable. I went weeks without water in the kitchen while they fixed the leak. I went weeks without water in the bathroom while they fixed countertops. Me and my kids had to leave the home for almost 2 months because of the fumes. Like, I've just went through a lot in this unit. And I don't mind paying rent, and she know that. But, however, it was nothing never done about anything in there. The electricity flickers every day.
Damn.
Every day. All the stove, the refrigerator, the microwave, everything was old. When I moved in there, I told her it smelled like roaches in there, but it was an emergency move for the safety for my kids.
Yeah, I understand.
It was bad when you could smell the roaches. That's that's Slumdog Millionaire status, lady. What you doing? You running a Slumdog Millionaire apartment? The light should not flicker all the time. If the lights is flickering all the time, that means it's an electrical issue and something gonna catch on fire at some point. Whether they wanted to or not, something's gonna catch on fire. I wouldn't dare move into a place where if your electrical is shoddy, it smell like all to be damned. Like, I ain't never heard nobody say it smell like roaches in there. I have heard people say, I see you got roaches. I see roaches in there. But if it smell like roaches, that's bad, dog. That's real bad. Like, lady, do better. And you can tell she's trying to be strong. She's trying to be strong and not cry. She don't want the landlord to see her, or whoever that lady is representing the apartments, not see her cry. Like, she's trying to be strong, but you could tell she like, man, look, I've been going through it. And Big Goofy over here is laughing like it's you know what I'm saying, like it's something to laugh at, and then it's not. If you going through it, you going through it, and some people just don't have no remorse. And karma, you know, you're saying karma could come back. She may end up in the same situation. You never know.
So,
all right. Well,
Don't
so
cry,
let me
Dad.
just break down just some of the things that you had mentioned. So let's first talk
Don't
about
cry, Mama.
this situation where you lost food. How did you lose food? Why did you lose food?
because the electricity was bad, it kept clashing with the refrigerator or something. They had to,
What?
in the
when was
breaker-box. I'm sorry.
When was this? When did you lose this food?
Oh, I want to say I moved in April, so April, May, June, probably July, because
Okay.
it took them a while to get me a refrigerator and to fix the breaker box.
And how long did you not have a refrigerator?
For almost 3-4 months. The refrigerator was there, but it kept going bad. Like, the refrigerator kept going out, so I kept losing my food.
So you had a refrigerator, but you're saying it wasn't sufficiently cooling.
Right. It wasn't properly working.
Right. And then when did it start working?
I want to say she brought me a new refrigerator in August.
Okay. And that's just 2025, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And then you said that there was no water in the kitchen.
Yes, I went approximately 3 weeks without water in the kitchen because they had to come in twice and fix the countertops. So each time it was approximately 3 weeks.
Okay. And you had no water just in the kitchen or just in the whole home?
The first time it was in the whole home because they did the bathroom. We had to leave because of the fumes. The second time the guy, he came in, he was very efficient. So we went without water, I want to say for like a week. But the third time is when they actually had to come in. It was a leak going down into another unit. They had to come in and fix it, and they just now fixed the hole to that. I want to say Monday or Tuesday. No, Monday. Yeah, Monday.
Okay. All right. And so what about more water in the bathroom?
So I only
Or was that within the same periods that you just...
Right. It was in the same period.
So in totality, how many weeks or months or do you anticipate you're saying that you didn't have any water?
Approximately 2 months.
Okay.
Like at that point, why don't you just move out? I mean, if you just gonna not pay your rent, which I wouldn't pay either. At this point, I'm like, hold on. I would be like, it's too many issues. I can't even live in here. Why would I pay you for a place I really can't live? And I'm trying to live in it. I'm trying to survive in it. But it's like the the apartment don't want her to win. Like the apartment don't want her to be great. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna turn on the fridge and the lights gonna turn off. I'm gonna turn the lights on and the water gonna come on. I'm gonna turn the water on and and the bathroom window gonna open. You're like, come on, man. At that point, save your money and get out of there. Like, I understand being patient and stuff like that, or maybe it's a comfortable area and that's where you want to be with family and all that stuff. But at some point, it's like, I will always be like, I can't live here. I can't live here and I'm not paying y'all rent and we're gonna have to go to court because I've been living but not been living in my apartment that I'm paying for because I can't live in it. I can only shower once every other 6 days. I can cook once a month. You know what I'm saying? I can watch TV maybe. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Who going to live like that? You better off living in a motel than living in an apartment that don't function and is a hazard, it seem like.
All right, anything else?
That's it.
In the months that you didn't have water, can you tell me?
We basically had to like go bathe at my mom's house, eat over there or eat out.
And then you said you were also had to leave the property because of fumes for a couple of months?
The fumes from them fixing the countertops.
Okay, and when was that?
I think that was, I want to say in July or August, and then they came back again at the end of the year, and she had someone new to fix it. And then this last thing where the leak was going on was just within the last month.
Okay. All right. So Ms. Goodrich, tell me, I just want to give you an opportunity to respond to these things.
So regarding the leak was from when they received notices that they were supposed to let their water drip, so the pipes don't break. So Miss Llewellyn did call and said that there was a leak. I scheduled somebody to come out there, but the vendor, he wasn't showing up, and it wasn't until that I seen Miss Llewellyn driving past, and I said, did he come and fix it? Then she said, no, he never came and fixed it. So then I called them. They said, okay, we're going to be out tomorrow. They didn't come out tomorrow. So then I spoke to their corporate. They ended up sending somebody out. That was within the same week. Because first I had my maintenance come and check to make sure that we even needed a plumber to correct the issue. But however, with us patching up the area, that was never reported that it needed to be patched. I was under the impression that the issue was under the sink. It is not until I do quarterly inspections. So I do inspections every 4 months. Every 3 months. And it's not until I just did my inspection on Wednesday in her unit her unit even looked like that. So when I did see that it was like that, she was on the phone with her daughter. I said, okay, I'm going to schedule this to get fixed. I scheduled it the next, I think 2 days later to get fixed. Regarding her food, our company, they are willing to give her a concession for that because she has been having issues with that refrigerator and the breaker. That has been an issue. So she is completely, nothing's wrong with that complaint. She was complaining. Her first complaint was actually in May regarding her refrigerator, and she has went to corporate, and corporate, I'm sad to say, they didn't accommodate her.
Anything.
Yeah, they didn't accommodate her, and then she was coming to tell me how she was losing food, how she did tell me she was losing food. She did tell me that she had to eat out. That is completely correct. But however, it's not up to me to approve that. And then I don't know what the other issue was.
It sounds like you in over your head. Like either you don't know how to manage if you're the manager of that apartment, or if you got in over your head, like some people get into real estate and they're like, oh, I can do this, I can do that because I do this at home, and you're trying to control everything without help. Like you have to be able to delegate to the right people and get the right people, especially if you're going to be a landlord or apartment owner, like, and be a woman, because construction guys will take advantage just because you're a woman, or they might not listen to you, or they'll do the job late, or they'll do it when they feel like, because they feel like you don't know no better. And that's what it sounds like. Sounds like this landlord, manager, slash whatever she is, slash is in over her head, and she's running around trying to get things fixed without, or solve problems without getting anything fixed. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like she needs a team. She needs somebody to like have a maintenance man. Like, where's your maintenance man? Every apartment has a maintenance man, which should be a general contractor who at least should patch stuff up or say, hey, look, I can't get this done. You have to bring somebody else in so they can get it done, so these people can live properly. Because I ain't never heard nobody say, hey, just let your water drip. Like, that's a bill. You want me to let my water just tick, 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 tick all night? Pour a little tink tink. You want my water to go pour a little tink tink all night? I ain't trying to hear pour a little tink tink all night, and I can't sleep because pour a little tink tink in there dancing around, little tink tink. I got to pour a little tink tink. That's retarded. Who's gonna let their water drip so the water doesn't freeze up? Like, that's, or whatever, the pipes don't freeze up. That sounds like overall you might have just bought a bad unit in general, and it needs a lot of work, and she's just not getting the work done.
Okay. So you've seen the condition of the property. There's some photographs I have in the file, but you've recently seen it within the last 30 days of some of the issues that she's speaking of with the pipes and things of that nature.
Well, the last 30 days, the only issue was the pipe. She hasn't reported any breaker or refrigerator issues since we replaced it.
Okay, I understand. All right, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, those are significant impacts, Ms. Llewellyn. Is there any amount that you allege you should get, I guess, a credit for these failings of I guess, repair by the landlord?
Yes, I feel like I'm not trying to get out of paying rent, but I can give them half, like, because I went through this for a whole year, like, of mishaps. Okay. And it's been consistently every month.
Yeah. Well, listen, I do agree that there needs to be some type of concession in lieu of the fact. I understand many of the things may have been resolved, but these are just ongoing issues. And so that becomes a concern. It's also a concern for me that, how she got even notice of the hearing. That's a whole nother issue, but I don't think that's a specific motion hasn't been made for that. So I'm going to look at the case in a sense of its the merits of the defenses. I'll be honest with you, Miss Llewellyn. You haven't paid rent. That is a breach. That is going to entitle them to get a writ of possession in 7 days. But as far as the money is concerned, losing food and having 3 children in and of itself is a great loss. Food is expensive. It's scarce. And then having to go get other things and just having that inconvenience and frustrating and coming home to find that your food is no longer there and spoiled and you have to go get others is a major inconvenience. So though there would have been a money judgment originally for near $4,800, we're going to reduce this down essentially to $1,450, 1 month's rent. Okay.
Thank you.
And we're going to do that because there was value. You did live there. You did sleep there. But obviously there were some significant impediments to your quiet enjoyment of the property. But it will be a writ of possession on the 7th. That'll be that $1,450 judgment. And that'll be the order of the court. I'll get you guys a copy. You both are free to go.
Thank you so much.
Yes. You guys are blessed. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Look at her look. She like, you mother.
Take a brief recess right here too.
Like, get off the camera. Bye. You messed up, Slumdog Millionaire. You stuck on the camera just trying to with the whatever face. Get out of here, big goofball. Dang. That's good, man. That's good. That's good that they cut that down because that lady is living in a cesspool, just mess. I'd be mad, boy. I mean, I guess I would pay the little $1,450, but if I was her, I would have asked. You know what I mean? Can you make some type of judgment or something, a ruling that says if these things aren't fixed by this time, I am not liable to pay rent and I can leave without anybody coming after me or anything, so I can find somewhere that's livable for me and my family. That would be fair. Like if I was a judge, I would say, hey, look, landlord, this lady's been living here and dealing with it for a whole year. If you do not get this stuff fixed within a month or 3, if she's willing to stay, if you don't get you are the landlord, if you don't get these issues fixed, I will write a statement saying that this lady does not have to pay you rent so she can find somewhere to live for her and her family. That's what I would do if I was the judge. I mean, cutting it down to $1,450 is cool. It ain't $3,300 like they was asking for, or $4,800 like they was asking for. So that's cool. But ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'd be like, I got to go. I'll take my $1,450 and go find somewhere else to live. Come on, Slumdog Millionaire. You spending all of that money on your hair, Slumdog Millionaire. Crazy, man. Peace and love. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the guys. Peace to the earth. Peace and love to everybody out there. Call a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, call a friend. Let them know that Romy Roma's in the house, in your mouth. Jojo Roma, I'm in the house, and I'm in your mouth. Like, ooh, ooh. I say, ooh, ooh, ooh. Peace, y'all.